You guys need to watch this to the end. This is crazy. So Danny Dyer on the screen on the right is a big actor out of the UK, done a lot of gangster documentaries back in the day, and it seems he's doing a hit piece on Andrew Tate and asking people about them. It's either that or a mental health, but they're dragging Andrew Tate. Ed Matthews on the side is a big influence out of the UK and does boxing as well, and he actually defends Andrew Tate in this. It kind of backfires. Danny Dyer is trying to paint a negative narrative of Tate and get him into saying things, but it does not work. You guys have got to watch this.
I didn't know who Andrew Tate was until a couple of weeks ago.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think he appeals to men of my age. So he's not. Never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Never come into my world. You know?
Why does he not appeal to you?
Well, it don't excite me.
Oh yeah. Don't excite you.
You've got to understand that I'm someone that's been around for a while. I've got kids. I'm not a young man anymore. So what is it that appeals? What is it with Andrew Tate? Because he's tapping in.
The thing is, this guy Danny Dyer, I used to like him and he done a lot of good stuff. He used to be a decent actor back in the day, but he's working with Channel 4 who've already done a hit piece on Andrew Tate, and he doesn't seem like he's keeping it non-biased. He doesn't say one thing throughout this positive about Tate. He does act like he doesn't know certain things, but also it seems like he's trying to get influencers now to say bad things about Tate because it ain't working with these fake victims. They're trying to get influencers with brands, but this one backfired.
I'd say it would be hard to excite you considering you've only known him for 2 weeks, but I'd say what he's done online and on social media is so unseen and so unheard of. I think he's a smart person.
Do you think, I mean, how old are you? You're 20.
I'm 20, yeah.
Do you think that something was missing within your life? Or what the mainstream media tell you that you're fucked off with, and so he comes along and you go, that's a bit of me?
What kind of question even is this? Andrew Tate has 8 million followers and 8 million people have problems in their life and that's why they follow him. Maybe because he's actually pushing positivity, productivity and trying to influence people to better themselves while he's running around making hit pieces. This guy has a brand too and could push a positive message, but he's trying to get in his Channel 4 hit piece agenda. This documentary ain't a good look for him.
No, I just feel like there's so many men out there who feel like hidden because no one actually sees or no one looks at them, and I feel like he gives everyone motivation to go out there, make money, inspire people. He's just exposed a lot of the mainstream media, and I just feel like he's showing another narrative and showing another perspective to the media, because he's in prison right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's banged up, isn't he? So these charges, whatever it is, trafficking.
There's like 10 minutes of footage across TikTok of him talking to Ed Matthews and he just keeps bringing up Andrew Tate. So is it about mental health or is it about Andrew Tate, this documentary? But I think they're pushing that Andrew Tate ruined boys' mental health. That's what the Channel 4 documentary would be about. But noticing this, he starts stuttering and says, is it trafficking? Is it trafficking? Is it... If you're actually going to make a hit piece documentary trying to ruin somebody's brand and image, do your research. You should come there and say, fair play to even Piers Morgan, although he does criticize, he knows what he's talking about. Danny Dyer, what is he doing? He's saying, is it trafficking? He's asking the guy he's interviewing about a guy he's doing a documentary about.
It's trafficking, that's what they're trying to say. All I know is trafficking, but you never know what's been said, you never know what girl's been paid to say what. I mean, when you have so much influence, he's almost as powerful as the government. Listen, you got Trump, you got Tate. Tate is more famous than him right now.
Yeah, he is.
And he's got more influence than all the governments out there, all the big leaders. He is powerful. Clearly, they don't like that.
Yeah.
You can't do anything because people believe anything they see on TV nowadays.
Yes.
Anything, everyone's like so brainwashed and fixed towards the TV.
What about when he said about if you marry a woman, you own her, you possess her, all this sort of stuff, you know what I mean? What do you make of that side?
Again, this has been discussed at length on Piers Morgan's interview, and it was the context of the situation. Andrew Tate said, you own her. In marriage, she gets passed over from her father. He was making a religious point. Just getting twisted to suit a narrative.
We're in the modern day and age right now. 50 odd years ago, 100 years ago, it probably was more like that. Like typical housewife.
Guilty by association now. He then asked Ed Matthews, what do you think of people thinking you're misogynist because you support Andrew Tate?
I'd say people that think I'm misogynistic, alright, I might have said a couple of misogynistic things. So what? But you'd never hear about the girls saying misandry. No one's ever heard the word misandry.
What is that?
Exactly. You've never heard
it. That's the flip side.
Yeah. When have you ever heard misandry?
You mean women being arseholes to other women?
Women being arseholes to men.
I don't even know if they're going to include this in a documentary they're making. The main point and the reason I've been coming at Danny Dyer in this video, Channel 4 he's working with, and they've already released hit piece after hit piece on Tate already. They keep doing it to make extra money, but also Danny Dyer doesn't really get the clip he's looking for, especially when Ed Matthews just said free Tate at this last part.
Well, the shit that you see is easily manipulated. You might not have heard what you said 5 seconds before that. Honestly, I think free Tate 100 times because I don't think he's done anything wrong.
So have you struggled with your mental health as a young man?
I've struggled for a couple of weeks and then I've used that as motivation and turned that depression into energy. If you say a girl's broken up with you, you're suicidal, you're so depressed, you know what you do about that girl. You've got to use that as fuel to get in the gym, start those businesses you may never have started. And if you let it eat you up and eat you up and eat you up, of course you're going to get depressed.
That's a lot of stuff that Andrew Tate preaches, and look at Ed Matthews, he's competing in boxing, he's actually taking a message the positive way, which the mainstream media do not like covering.
A picture and arguing with the government, that's how I see it. But some people say, oh, you deluded your brain.
What else you want to get?
So yeah, I mean,
nice.
Let's like, obviously Danny said, you know, a lot of people have accused you of misogyny, but you do have very distinctive views about, you know, men and women and how different we are.
Let's talk about
I think we should talk about that.
So,
I mean,
let's talk about body counts. Let's talk about
body counts and stuff. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Ed's fine with sleeping with as many women as he could possibly do in a lifetime.
I'll just start with that. Let's talk about body counts, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me what.
Okay.
Right, Ed, talk to me. Body counts.
Yeah.
What's your views on it with women and men?
So there's a difference between a shitty look and a good kid. I feel like there's so many women out there nowadays.
The shitty look and a good kid.
Yeah.
Ed Matthews actually does share a lot of the same views as Andrew Tate, and you can tell he's watched quite a lot of his content, and he defends him here. It could have been easy for him to go along with it and just say, because he's on TV, negative things like a lot of people do, or even get pressured into doing, but he handled himself very well in this interview.